ACSM exercise physiologist, here to bring you another workout. I invite you to join me with the following tools. They're right here: a sturdy chair, a resistance band, and a pair of light weights. Let's begin. Okay, let's start by marching. We're going to practice some of the movements that we have today. We're going to start by warming up our shoulders in preparation of the first movement. Directions. Heel digs forward. One more. Good. Meet me with that right foot forward. Let's rock forward and back. In the future, we will be doing the following movements. We're going to do alternating bicep curl. Elbow stays close to our body. Our posture remains tall, keeping our shoulders over our hips and our hips over one or both heels. Great. Let's bring both elbows to flexion here. Palms are up. We're going to lower them down a little bit so we don't quite have 180 degrees and we don't quite have 90 degrees either. Let's plant our feet down. Elbows are still at the same bend. We're going to lower them down. Lift the elbows up and down. Palms are toward your body. Our shoulders are remaining downward. We're just lifting the elbows. We're lowering down to our sides and then back up. I'll show you from the side what this looks like. Elbows up, elbows to our sides. While we're here, let's try another movement. We have our elbows all the way up. Let's bring them halfway down. From here, we're going to diagonally go upward as if we were making an X. Since we don't have any resistance, we can actually really extend and twist with this movement. One more on each side. Great. Take it into that rock. Arms going along with the beat. Great job staying tall, even though we're rocking forward. We have 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. You also might see this again. 2 forward and 2 back, adding a toe tap before switching directions. Push and pull. More, just like this. Then we're going to go back to the rock. Great, rock with me. Another movement that we will have in our intervals will be a lateral raise. You can either do this still rocking, or you can try it just like this. We're gonna lift up and down. Hands don't go any higher than your shoulders. We can add in the rock when you feel comfortable. Great. Let's try a frontal raise, raising our straight arms the same height. Four more. Perfect, march with me. Let's work our way to the other side of the chair. Put the other foot forward and rock with a tap. Grab your imaginary weights. Let's hold them here in front of us. Elbows are bent and inward. Wrists are over top of our elbows. You should feel a stretch across your shoulder blades. Let's plant our feet down. From here, let's push the right arm up and lower it down. Left arm, push up and down. Keep alternating. If any of these movements feel like a challenge, I encourage you to do the repetitions later without any weight. If this is a challenge, you are certainly challenging your muscles without extra resistance. Both arms up overhead, nice and tall. Back down, still remaining tall. This is also a modification. By holding one weight at a time, you can help one shoulder up, guiding it with the other. Let's try 2 more. Great. Return to a rock. Let's add in a punch. 1 jab forward. Still remaining tall. Abdominals are gently embraced. Let's have a few jabs on the other side. Great, let's bring our arms back to guard. We have 2 steps forward, 2 steps back with a tap in between. Here we go, 1, 2, tap and go. Just like the other side. Let's add in a right hook when we tap forward. 1, 2, right here. Hook. Hook. Left hook on the way back. Great, 2 more. Last one. Excellent, march with me. We have a series of intervals. It will be about 35 to 45 seconds per interval, with a 10-second rest, giving us enough time to set up for the next movement, followed by another series. So we'll have 3 of each movement, maybe 4 depending on if we have right and left. And we will pair 2 movements together. So again, that's about 40 seconds per movement, with 10 seconds, followed by the second movement, another 10 seconds, and then we'll repeat that again. Then we'll repeat that a 3rd time to complete our series. Let's start with 1 resistance band. And we can put the weights out of the way. Go ahead and have a seat in the chair to begin. I'll put the weights out of the way under the chair. Now, we didn't practice this movement, but we do this one very often. We're going to take the resistance band and put it under our feet. Feet about hip width apart. We do not have the band crisscrossed. Not yet. This is a great warm-up as well as a beginning to the movement. We're going to have the first movement be standing and sitting with an upright row. The second movement will be standing and we'll be doing a bicep curl. So let's try it. Without the crisscross, go ahead and stand with me and hold. Leaning up with the elbows and then sitting back down. Do not feel obligated to stay with me. Take your time. Do as many as are best for you. I do recommend that you aim to do 1 or 2 more than the first set. So this will be our first benchmark so that you have something to work up to with the second and third set. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Go ahead and stand with me. Palms are facing away. We're standing nice and tall. We're going to pull. And another alternating movement. Keeping our elbows close to our side, we can really isolate our bicep muscle. We have 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. Have a seat. Okay, so we have our second set. Go ahead and start standing and upright, rowing and sitting. Usually, I encourage you to only pull, keeping your shoulders down and pull from the shoulders down. Excuse me. However, this time, let's add in the shrug as well. So, this movement is basically pulling your pants up a little higher than before. We have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Stand with me. Palms are away. This time we'll be keeping our shoulders down, and we can even keep our shoulder blades squeezed together for an extra challenge. Here we go, alternating bicep curl. Try to get a few more than last time. Good. We have 10 more seconds. You can do it. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Have a seat. Bring your feet closer toward each other. The second set will be a little bit different. We're going to have a narrow stance. We have our standing and sitting. However, we're going to combine them. So we have a bicep curl, and we're going to sit and stand, and then we have an upright row with our shrug. Keep alternating for the last set. You can even challenge, whoops, I did all 3 movements. You can even challenge the movement a little further by touching the chair but not quite sitting. 3, 2, 1, and time. Great job. Go ahead and have a seat. We'll step off of the resistance band and go ahead and stand with me. Bring the resistance band behind you. Meet me to the right of your chair. We're going to go into the rock. Right foot is forward. If you wanted to add in a little shimmy, you could. Great job. Our next movement will be pushing. So we want to hold on to the band, just like this. If you have handles, you can bring your hands through the handles and scoot your hands back a little further, closer toward the middle of the band. With rocking, we're going to push and pull, just like that. Full extension of the elbows. Are your abdominals tight? Wonderful. 10 more seconds. Three, two, one. Good job. Let's switch legs, rocking forward and back. Our second movement, we're going to plant our feet down, and we have a gentle twist with an extension, just like that. Time has begun. Abs are tight. Knees are soft. We're not changing the way that our neck, the way that our head is moving. It's just following our shoulders. Keep breathing. 5 more seconds. You can do it. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Rock with me. Wanted to add in the shimmy, you can. Great. Okay, let's roll our shoulders a bit. We're going to use this as an active rest. Since those movements are similar, they do act as one movement, challenging the muscles a little more than usual, not quite giving the rest that we all love. So let's just roll our shoulders in a circle before we do just one more set of those. 10 seconds, we will switch feet and we will do the pectoral fly, our first movement. Here we go, let's switch legs. So we have our second set, hands through the handles, we'll scoot back on the band, right foot forward, inchworm. And we'll be pushing forward and returning back. Become aware as your elbows return back to flexion right here. Really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Seconds, 2, 1. Good job. Rock with me. And we have our second movement. So let's plant our feet down. We'll keep the right foot ahead of the left this time. Crossing over the midline, twisting the torso. Nice and controlled movement. Abs are tight. You can really feel this in the obliques. Full extension of the elbow gets our triceps as well. Soft knees. Five seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Let's switch legs. Rocking forward and back. We are finished with those movements. Since they're so similar, we just did 2 sets of those movements. The next part will challenge balance a bit. Be sure to have a hand free if you are apprehensive of the challenge. You can always do the movements without the resistance band. Find what's best for you. Choose your challenge. But first, let's inchworm with that left foot forward, 2 forward, tap, and return with a tap. About 40 more seconds before the next set. So we can get our resistance band in front of us. We're also going to work our way behind the chair. You can do that now. When you're there, let's put our feet on top of the resistance band. We usually do this seated, so we are going to just make sure you feel comfortable with this first. So let's crisscross the band. Let me stand in front of the chair. You can stay right where you are. Just want to show you what's going on. So our feet are anchored. We're going to crisscross the band. If your resistance band is not quite long enough for this, you can try it without crisscrossing. We're going to step out, and we're going to come in. Step out and come in. Time has begun. A slight bend in the knee can help to keep your toes aligned. Don't feel obligated to have a wide stance. A tiny little step is a great start in the right direction toward a larger step as you get stronger. 10 more seconds. You can do it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Let's step off of the resistance band. You are still behind the chair. We will not need the resistance band for this next part. You're going to hold on to the chair when we have a donkey kick. Extending. Jabbing that heel back. Full extension. You should feel that glute contract. That chair is in front of you. Full extension. We're just doing one side. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Great job. March it out. the resistance band again. We're gonna do the same on the other side. Then we will complete all of that one more time. Okay, you are still behind the chair. You can hold on if needed. I'm going to show you from this side, planting our feet down, taking that other foot and extending out and away. Feel that glute contract and the great stretch in the front of your lower body from your hip flexors down. You might even feel this in your lower back a little bit, and that's okay as well. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. March it out. We're going to get the resistance band ready. We have one more of the hip abduction. So feet are hip width apart. Get your balance and stand. You can always do the seated as well if the balance is a little too challenged. Crisscross. Nice and tall. Here we go. Let's step out and in, out and in. Do you remember how many you got in the previous round? Maybe try to do 2 more than that. If you weren't counting, that's okay. I wasn't either. We could just continue to try to meet the same width with each repetition. Even as our lower body is getting fatigued. 15 more seconds. You can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. That time couldn't be up soon enough. March with me. Let's put the resistance band on our chair. We have the donkey kicks on each side. If you wanted another challenge, we could add in coming up on your toes. So let's try it. Pick a leg, any leg. I'm going to start with your right leg. And we're going to extend. We're going to bring the knee up. Extend. Knee up. If you wanted to come up on your toes, you could. Make sure that chair's nearby. Still staying tall. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. March it out. Woo-hoo. We have that second leg. But let's enjoy a march for 30 more seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds until we begin. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's extend and lift the leg. If you wanted to come up on your toes as well, you certainly could. Full extension. extension, still getting that glute contraction. By not touching the floor, I know I have a tendency to lean forward. We really want to inhibit that by staying tall, reminding ourselves to keep our shoulders over our hips. You can also do this by focusing on the stretch, but we only have 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. March it out. Perfect. We are all finished with that set. Go ahead and have a seat. Let's get our weights next. This is a movement that we practiced when we were warming up. So our feet are shoulder width apart. Let's start by standing. Elbows are 90 degrees. We're going to lower them down a little bit so they're a little less than 90 degrees. The weights might be right around belly button height. Palms are toward you. From here, we're going to lift and lower. Okay? This is a very specific movement. The elbows lead the way. Okay? It's not so much a movement of the shoulders as it is of the traps. The shoulders are certainly moving. However, the movement of our arms are not rotating. Palms remain facing each other. We squeeze our shoulder blades together. Elbows lead the way as our arms separate away from our body. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. And we're going to counteract that with some shrugging and sitting and standing. So find that chair. Have a seat. Knees and feet close together. Let's stand and shrug. Lower it down. Stand and shrug. We are past halfway. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Let's bring our feet wider than hip width apart. We have our second set. But we're going to change it a little bit. From here, we are going to separate. Okay, so start with our elbows bent and out, away from our body. Shoulders are down. Weights are right around our heart. Okay, from here, separate so the weights are closer to the shoulders than the heart. Elbows are still up. We're going to lower our elbows down and lift them up. You can lift them a little higher than we were, if you'd like. Okay? We're going to add in a rock. Abs are tight. Feel free to make some clucking noises as a chicken. You sure look like one right now. with me. Let's find our chair. We have our narrow sit and stand. Go ahead and have a seat. We're going to also change this movement a bit. Elbows are nearby each other. You might recognize this in the warm-up. Elbows are near our chest and bent. Weights are over top of our arms. Wrists over top of our shoulders. Let's stand. When we are tall, let's exhale and push. Lower down, inhale. Let's put it all together. Exhale, stand, push. Inhale, return the elbows ahead of you. Exhale, push. Inhale. Let me see those elbows. Good. We are returning the weights down just below binocular height. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We'll lower it down, lower the weights down. Stand with me and march. Great job. Side taps with our feet, just like this. Lateral lifts. They're not going to be in an interval. Let's meet on the right side, just like this. Right foot is out. Nice and tall. Lateral lift. Lower down. Again. Two more. Great. Go ahead and resume our alternating taps. On the left side, still nice and tall. We have front raises and lowering down. I'm sure they look familiar. Nice straight elbows the whole time. Two more. Excellent job. March it out. We can put those weights down. We are all finished with them. Meet me in front of your chair. Gentle tap, just as we were. Abs are tight. Interlock your arms with me. Let's interlock your fingers, rather. Let's bring our arms overhead. We have a challenge for balance. Meet me with the right foot out. Tap to the beat. We have a coordination challenge as well. Let's lower the right arm down and behind. Up and overhead again. Other side. Lowering that left arm down and behind. And up, overhead. Good. Both arms down and behind. Rock with me. On the other side, left foot out, tap to the knee, right arm up overhead, left arm overhead, left arm down and behind. Is that foot still tapping? Right foot behind. I'm sorry, right arm. You knew what I meant. Right arm behind. Good job. Rock one more time. This is just a different way to stretch our upper body, stretch our shoulders, while strengthening our lower body. Shake our arms out. Great. Wiggle the fingers. Let's have a seat. We are seated, knees and feet are close together. Let's cross the right leg over the left. Remaining tall, let's take the left arm, gently twist toward the right. Slowly return to the center, still with that leg crossed. Let's reach, flexing at the hip. Return to a tall posture. Let's switch, crossing the left leg over the right. Gentle twist, bringing the right hand toward the left leg. Maintaining tall. Slowly return to the center, still having those legs crossed. Let's reach. Take the right arm, reach behind you. Return it left side, reach behind you. Return it, both arms back and nice and tall. And we'll relax our arms down, uncross. Let's inhale, reach. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull down. Two more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull down. Another one. And exhale, pull. Very good. Nice and tall, right leg extends. Hands are on our hips. Toes toward the ceiling. Right knee is straight. Extended. Let's lift it. Keep breathing. Put the pedal to the metal. Point your toe and to the ceiling again. Pedal to the metal. To the ceiling. And we'll lower it down, slide it back. Other side extends out. Hands are still on our hips. Nice and tall. Toes toward the ceiling, lift that leg up. metal. And toes to the ceiling. 2 more like that. Keep on breathing. To the ceiling. 1 more time. Pedal to the metal. And up to the ceiling. Great. We'll lower down, slide it back. Small march with me. Let's roll our shoulders. Great. Let's inhale, shrug our shoulders up. Slowly exhale, down. Again, inhale, shrug. Slowly exhale. 1 more. And exhale. Great job. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun.